Hello my lovely students, this is Deepa Shri. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to study introduction part 2 of sets. So that is in that Venn diagram. So what is Venn diagram? Venn diagram means representation of set in diagram. So that is what Venn diagram. So you heard about graph. What is graph? Graph is what? Representation of some information in a diagram, that is graph, right? Similarly, Venn diagram means also it is a representation of set. So set in diagram. So that is Venn diagram. What is which diagrams are used in a Venn diagram? We use rectangle and circle. So rectangle is used to denote universal set. U is what? Universal set. So in part 1, introduction of sets, in part 1 we discussed what is universal set. So we are using rectangle to denote universal set. Similarly, circle is used to indicate subsets. So universal set has subset, correct? So if it has one subset, then we use like this, means it has, this is it represents, this rectangle represents universal set and this circle represents one subset of universal set. So if you take A, if there is two subset, then we represent as A and B. You have to draw two circles, and this is what rectangle represent universal set. Here also this is universal set, and if there is three circle, three subset, then A, B, C. Okay, let's take one example and let's represent in a Venn diagram. So if universal set U is equal to 1 to 10, 1 to 10 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, there are all numbers, and if you take A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 8 and B is equal to 3, 4, 5, then how to represent in a universal set? First let's take this one, only if a universal set has A subset, then how to represent in this set? 2, 4, 6, 8. First you should note only the numbers in A. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So you have to write all the elements in a set A in circle. So that is you have to represent subset in a circle. Similarly in rectangle, so see here, you don't write all the elements 1, 2, 3 to 10. You should remove the subset A, because already you written here, because this whole rectangle with this circle is a universal set. So you should no need of writing again 2, 4, 6, 8. So after removing 2, 4, 6, 8, what is the remaining in this? You have to write in the rectangle. So that is 1, 3, 5, then 7, 9 and 10 are the what remaining in universal set. Similarly, if there is a two subsets for universal set, then you have to represent in this set. So how? First you should write the what elements in A and subset B. So before writing that, you have to see any common term in common elements in A and B. So can you see here 4 is there in both. Therefore, if there is 4 in both or any elements in both A and B, then you have to write in between of these two circles. This means intersected point, correct? So that we'll learn in the next topic. So let's do this. So 4 is a common term, so you have to write in between A and B where it intersects. Similarly, what is the remaining in A? 2, 6, 8. So write in A 2, 6, 8. Then what is remaining in B? 3, 5. So write here 3, 5. So the other than what is remaining after removing A, B, what is the remaining in universal set? That is rectangle. 1 is remaining, 2 already written, 3, 4, 5, 6 is written, then 7, 8 is written, 9, 10 are the remaining. So similarly C also. This is what? Venn diagram. Here If there is common in A and B, then you have to write here. And if there is common between B and C, you have to write here. If there is common between A and C, then you have to write here. If there is common in all A, B, C, then you should write in this middle. Then what is remaining? You have to write in A and B, C. Then after that, removing A, B, C, what remaining, that you have to write in universal set. This is what Venn diagram. Next topic is union of sets. So what is a union of sets? If there is two sets A and B, then what union of sets, union of A and B is represented by A union B. So this is what symbol of union. So this is representation of A union B. So what is the definition of A union B? Thus, if there is a two set A and B, then how to write A union B? So you have to write either elements in A or elements in B. You have to write elements, combine the elements of A and B for at once, and that is what A union B. So in set builder form, how to write this? The set of all x such that x belongs to A. So what is the in elements in x, A union B? That is, it belongs to A or it belongs to B. You have to write both. X belongs to A as well as x belongs to B. So for example, let's take one example. If A is equal to 2, 4, 6, 12 and B is equal to 6, 9, 13 and 14, then A union B is equal to, see first write A. So what is A? 2, 4, 6, 12. Union, write again union. And what is B here? 6, 9, 13, 14. So this is what A union B. Now what is the answer? A union B is what? X such that x belongs to A or x belongs to B. So x belongs to, means here the elements of this A union B should be belongs to A or belongs to B. So you have to write all the elements first in A. So what are the elements in A? You have to write all the elements 2, 4, 6, 12. Then come to B. So what are there in B? So 6 is already you written. So don't write, don't repeat again. So after that, what is remaining? 9, 13, 14. So the elements either in A or either in B. You have to combine the elements in A, elements of A and B. That is what A union B. So this is the steps to find A union B. And if you done Venn diagram for this example, how it is? See, this is A and this is B circle. We have two subsets, and this rectangle represent universal set. So here we not took any universal set. So let's draw it is universal sets. And then what is A here? A is 2, 4, 6, 12 and B is 6, 9, 13, 14. So you have to write the common terms in between this. So that is 6 is a common term. So write between this. So this is A and this is B. So what is remaining in A? 2, 4, 12. And what is remaining in B? 9, 13, 14. So here, what is A union B? 2, 4, 6, 12, 9, 13, 14. 2, 4, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. So all in A and all in B is there in A union B. So while shading this, while we have to shade for A union B, so A union B space is represented full circle. So two circle also full shaded. So that is what A union B. So in generally we say this is what A union B. So two circles also we should shade. So this is what union of sets. Next is properties of union. So you learned in earlier classes properties of addition, properties of multiplication. There we learn commutative property, associative property, Similarly, here also this properties of union holds commutative property, associative property. So same we are using in earlier classes in addition A plus B is equal to B plus A, or in associative property A plus whole bracket B plus C equal to A plus B whole bracket plus C, correct? Same in here also same, instead of addition you have to replace plus by union. So see here, A union B is equal to B union A. So that is what commutative. A union B union C is equal to, so A union that bracket B union C, this is associative, and A union empty set is equal to A, law of empty set. A union A is equal to A, that is idempotent law. What is the universal set? Union A is equal to again universal set, law of U. Okay, now let's verify this whether it is true or wrong. So if it is true, but just for verification, just we will verify this. So by taking some example, U is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and A is equal to 2, 3, B is equal to 3, 4, 5. So we have A, B, then okay, we have to take another set C, right? So let's take another set C is equal to 5, 6, and other than that we need pi. So we know that what is null, this is what null set. So null set means what? Empty set, right? This is what empty set. Empty set means there is no element in the set. So A is there, U means universal set. So this is already written. Now first prove this one, first one. So what is that? A union B, A union B is equal to B union A. So here, which is left hand side, in the left side, equations left side is what we call LHS, and equations right side we call RHS. So to prove this is equal, we have to prove LHS equal to RHS. So first we prove we take LHS. So what is LHS? We have A union B. So take what we took A is 2, 3, union B. What is B? 3, 4, 5. So A union B is equal to, what is the answer? So write all the elements either in A or in B. So 2, we have to write 2 and 3. First you should write all the elements in A. Then C for B. So with 3 already written, no need of writing again. Then what is remaining? 4, 5. So this is what? A union B. So take that as 1. So again take RHS. So what is RHS here? B union A. So what is B union A? That is B is 3, 4, 5 is B, correct? Union A is what? 2, 3. So write down 2, 3. So what is the B union A? First you should write all the elements in B. 3, 4, 5. So then what is remaining? 2. Then 3 is already written. Don't write again. So this is over. So when comparing this, so take this as equation 2. Then compare 1 and 2. See here 3 is there in this element, this set in A union B also. Again 4 is there in this. 5 is there in this. 2 is there in this. So all the elements are there in this. So if there is all the elements are equal, then what it means? A union B is equal to B union A. So it is no, its order is changed, where it is here it is 2 first, but the 2 is in end. That is not matter. But all the elements in A union B should be in B union A. So this is what a commutative property holds. Similarly, if you check for associative property, what is associative property? That is A union B union C equal to A union B union C. So here what is LHS? First we have to take LHS. So LHS is what? A union B union C. So first here we have to solve A union B. So we know, we already in the last for here in the last case A union B we already done. What we got? A union B. We got A union B as 2, 3, 4, 5. We got correct. We got A union B as 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is equal to A union B what? 2, 3, 4, 5. So first you have to solve in the bracket. After that write again union. This is what? A union B. A union B is what? 2, 3, 4, 5. We already solved in the first term. Union C. What is C? C is 5, 6. So write 5, 6. What is the answer then? See now 2, 3, 4, 5. So write all the elements in A union B. 2, 3, 4, 5. And already 5 is repeated. No need of writing again. Then what is remaining? 6. So this is what? A union B union C. So take this as equation 1. Next is what? RHS. So what is RHS? We have RHS is A union B union C. So to find this, first we have to find B union C. First we should solve in the bracket. So B union C, what we get? What is B? B is 3, 4, 5. Union C is what? 5, 6. So what you get? B union C. 3. First you should write all the elements in B. 3, 4, 5. 5 is repeated. So you have to write 6 only. So this is what? B union C. Now we need RHS is equal to what we have? A union B union C. So we have to write A. So what is A? 2, 3 union. So B union C is this one. So write 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the union of this? First you should write 2, 3 as it is. Then 3 is already written. No need of writing again. Then what is remaining? 4, 5, 6. So this is what? Equation 2. Now compare this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is equal. So LHS equal to RHS means this in the associative property also holds. You can see here. Next is A union empty set is equal to A. So if you see here, A union empty set. So what is A here? 2, 3. Union empty set means what? There is no element. So you have to write only flower bracket. So what is the what you have to combine? First you should write all the elements in A. And there is no element in empty set, though, so there is no need of writing anything. So you write as it is. So A union null set you get 2, 3. So this is what? 2, 3 is what? A itself. So again you got A. So A union empty set is what? Again you get A itself. Again A union A. Obviously you know that if you write A union A, you get again A. That is what? Idempotent law. Next, universal sets union A equal to, again you get universal set. Let's take what is universal set union of A is equal to, universal set is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Union, what is A? 2, 3. So here you have to write U union A is equal to, first you should write all the elements in U. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 2 is already repeated, no need of writing. 3 also already repeated, no need of writing. See, this is what subset of this, correct? So you know that always subset is the element of universal set only. Then this means already these elements are repeated in universal set. So this will, the set will be the universal set union A is always you get again universal set itself. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 which is equal to universal set which is equal to U. So this is what? Law of universal set. So this is properties of union. Next is intersection of sets. So intersection of sets means if there is two sets A and B, then intersection of that two set A and B is said to be all the elements which belongs to both A and B. That means it should be, see in set builder form, this is denoted by A intersection B. So this is what intersection, we call intersection. In union we write it as U, right? So this is what opposite of U, that is what A intersection B. So this is what in the set builder form, the set of all x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. So the element when you write in intersection A intersection B, there should be that x should be, element should be in A and also it should be in B. Let's take one example. So if A is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7 and B is equal to 2, 4, 5, then A intersection B is equal to, see here, first write A 1, 3, 5, 7, intersection B is what? 2, 4, 5. So what is A intersection B? A intersection B is, which element in both A and B? You can see here, 1 is not there, 3 is also not there, 5 is there in both, correct? 7 is not there, 2 and 4 also not there in A. Therefore 5 is there in both in A and B. So you have to write 5. So this is what? A intersection B. In union what we did? We did all the elements we are writing in union. But in intersection only common terms means common elements means it should be, the element it should be in A and in B. So this is what? A intersection B. If you do this Venn diagram for this example, how is it? So we have to show universal set in rectangle. So I not took any universal set. So we have to do two circles because we have two sets A and B. And first we have to see the A intersection B. So what is A intersection B? 5. So where we have to write? 5 is written at intersection point. So where intersection of two circle is this point, correct? In the middle of that we have to write 5 and the remaining term should be written after removing 5. What is remaining in A? 1, 3, 7. So write in this 1, 3, 7 and what is remaining in B? 2, 4, 5. So while you shading the portion of intersected, which is the answer, we got 5. So where we have to shade? In the middle. So this is what? Intersection point. So this shading portion is what? A intersection B. In generally we say that this is universal set. If there is two sets A and B, then you have to shade only the intersected point. So this is what? Intersection of set. Next is properties of intersection. So what we learn in properties of union. So here similarly some properties of intersection. It holds commutative property A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, as well as associative property A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection whole bracket B intersection C. Similarly empty set intersection A is equal to, you get again empty set. Universal set intersection A, you get A intersection A, you get A, and the last one is distributive law. It is a combination of union and intersection. So this is A intersection B union C. So here note this is intersection, this is union, right? So A intersection B union C equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. This is what? Distributive law. Okay, now let's take some example. Universal set is 1 to 6 and A is 2, 3, 4, B is 3, 4, 5 and C is 4, 6. Now first let's verify this. A intersection B is equal to B intersection C. So here LHS is what? Let's take LHS. So LHS is A intersection B. So what is A intersection? A is 2, 3, 4 is A and intersection. So this is the symbol for intersection. What is B? 3, 4, 5. So now in intersection what we have to write? We have to write both elements in the both in A and B. So in both A and B we can see 3 and 4, correct? So this is equal to, in A intersection B is equal to 3 comma 4. So take this as 1. Similarly, take RHS. So what is RHS? Right side equation, B intersection A. So what is B intersection A? What is B here? 3, 4, 5. Intersection A is 2, 3, 4. So this is equal to, here you can see what is the common, see this is what intersection, right? So I have to write again common in both. So 3, 4 and here also 3, 4. So you get again 3, 4. So take this as 2. Now compare this 3, 4. Both are equal. So from this 1 and 2 we get A intersection B is equal to B intersection A. So here in the intersection property, commutative property holds, correct? Next one, second one, that is A intersection B intersection C is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Okay, now let's take LHS. So what is LHS? A intersection B intersection C. So first to prove this, we have to solve in the bracket first. So what is that in the bracket? So A intersection C. So what is A intersection B? First we will find the value of A intersection B. 2, 3, 4 intersection B. 3, 4, 5. So this we done in the last for this example. So what we get? A intersection B, you get 3 and 4 because in this the common terms is 3 and 4. Next we have to find A intersection B intersection C. So what is LHS? A intersection B intersection C. So you see here A intersection B, now we got what is that? 3 comma 4 and put intersection as it is. Then C, what is the value of C? What is the set C? 4 and 6. So here which one is common? C, this is intersection. Again you have to find the element which are in both. So 4 is in both the set. So you have to write 4. So take this as equation 1. Let's take this as 1. Similarly, now we have to find RHS. So let's find RHS. So what is RHS? RHS is equal to A intersection B intersection C. So what is, now first we have to do solve the bracket one. So what is that bracket one? B intersection C. So what is B here? 3, 4, 5 is in B. Next intersection as it is, right? What is C? 4 comma 6. Alright, 4 comma 6. This is equal to B intersection C. You get 3, 4, 5 intersection 4 comma 6. So which is the value here? Common term. 4 is a common term. So B intersection C is what? 4. Now we have to do A intersection B intersection C. Now we found only B intersection C. Now we have to find all either RHS. So A intersection B intersection C is equal to. So first write what is A? What is A? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 intersection. What is B intersection C? We got now 4. So write that. So now what we get? 2, 3, 4 and in 4 which is common? 4. So A intersection, this is what? RHS. A intersection B intersection C is 4. Take this as 2. So now from 1 and 2 we got what? 4. So by this we got LHS equal to RHS, means A intersection B intersection C is equal to this. So again what? Associative property also holds. Next one is null set, or it is called as empty set. Empty set intersection A, you get empty set. What is null or empty set? It is there is no element in the set. So if you done intersection of null set and A, what you get? What is in empty set? So there is no element. Intersection A, what is A? 2, 3, 4. So what is common term in empty set and 2, 3, 4? There is no common term between empty set and this set. Therefore we have to write empty set as it. If there is no element, then you have to write empty set. Therefore this is what again you get empty itself. This is what empty set. So that is what empty set. right? Empty set intersection A is what? Empty set. Then U intersection A. So what is U intersection A we get? So let's take what is U? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Intersection A. What is A? 2, 3, 4. So as you know that UA is always subset of universal set, right? So if it is a subset, then its intersection is always A, correct? Intersection is A. In union, that is what? Universal set. So this is difference in union and intersection. So here what you get? See, what are the common terms? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 is itself. So what is 2, 3, 4? 2, 3, 4 is nothing but A. Therefore, U intersection A you get again A. Next one is obviously A intersection A you get A itself. There is no doubt. The next one is distributive law. So let's prove this distributive law. So taking this example, so let's prove distributive law. So we'll write here. The last one is distributive law, that is A intersection B union C is equal to A intersection B union A intersection C. So this is what? Distributive law. So now here first let's let's see the value of LHS. So this is what LHS, because it is left side, and this is what? RHS. So this is on right hand side. So what is left hand side? LHS is equal to A intersection B union C. So first we should solve this one in the bracket. So B union C. What is B union C? That is, first we should take B. What is the value of B? Set B? 3, 4, 5. So write 3, 4, 5 union C. What is C? 4, 6. See here, this is what? Union. So what we will do in union, we have to combine all the elements in the B and C. So what are the elements? First we should write B. So write as it is 3, 4, 5. Then see the set C. There we already written 4. So no need of writing again. The remaining is 6. So this is what? B union C. Then we have to find A intersection B union C. This is what? LHS. We need this one. So to find this, we first find B union C. So what is A? A is 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Intersection, right, as it is intersection. What is B union C? Now we find B union C. That is 3, 4, 5, 6. Now what is this? See here, this is intersection. This is union. So you should focus on this. Whether it is intersection or union. So now this is intersection. So here you have to find common elements in both A and B. So here what is common element? 3 is there in both, 4 is also there in both. So 3 and 4 is the answer. So this is what? LHS, correct? This is what? LHS. So this is our answer. So take this as equation 1. Now we have to prove RHS. So what is RHS? We have A intersection B union A intersection C. So first we have to prove the brackets one. So first let's prove take the A intersection B. So what is A intersection B? So A intersection B is what? 2, 3, 4. Intersection B is what? 3, 4, 5. So by this what we get? Intersect. See here, this is what? Intersection. So again we have to find the common terms. So we get 3 and 4. Similarly we have here A intersection C. So what is A intersection C? What is the value of A? 2, 3, 4. Intersection. What is C? 4, 6. Again here we have to find common terms. So what is common here? 4 is a common. Now at last we should, this is what we find now, A intersection B and A intersection C. Now we have to find A intersection B union A intersection C, because this is RHS is equal to, that is A intersection B union A intersection C. That is A intersection B is what? 3, 4. So what is this? Union. And what is A intersection C? That is 4. Now see here, this is union. So 3, 4 and 4. You have to write all the elements in this. So that is 3, 4. Union of this one is 3, 4. So this is take 2. So from 1 and 2 what we have? Equal. Therefore distributive law holds. So this is what? Distributive law. Next is difference of sets. So what is difference of sets? It is denoted by like this, A minus B. Difference means what? Subtracting. So here you have to subtract B from A. So in A minus B you have to subtract B from A. Elements of B from A which are in A. Okay, now let's take some example. So what is A? 3, 4, 5. B is equal to 4, 6. Then what is A minus B? So write A is 3, 4, 5 and write minus what is B? 4, 6. So in this common term is which one, or common element is which one? 4. So in that you have to remove 4 from A. So this is what B. So in this there is a common element is 4. So you have to remove 4 from what? A. So what is the remaining here? 3 and 5 is remaining. So you have to write only the remaining elements in A. Don't write B, because we are doing A minus B. So take this as equation 1. Similarly, let us do what is B minus A. So B minus A is, you have to write first 4, 6 minus A is what? 3, 4, 5. Now while subtracting, what you get B minus A? You have to take common terms in both. So what is remaining in B? Because we are doing B minus A. So we have to see what is remaining in B, that is 6. So this is what? Take equation 2. Now from 1 and 2 what we have? A minus B is 3, 5 and B minus A 6, which are not equal. So conclusion is what? A minus B is not equal to B minus A. So here commutative property, associative property, these properties are not holds. So this is what? Difference of sets. Now when you do in Venn diagram, how you can represent in Venn diagram? So this rectangle is what? U. Now we will represent first this one, A minus B. So first to represent A minus B, so this is A and this is B, right? So what is intersection? 4. So you have to write in the middle 4, because it is intersecting point 4. Next, what is remaining after removing 4? There is 3 and 5 in A, and in B 6 is remaining. And in U, which are the remaining? 1 and 2. So here we have A minus B. So what is A minus B? A minus B is 3, 5. Therefore, the shading portion in A minus B is only this side. Don't shade intersection point. So in generally we say when you do diagram, so how you to represent? Only you have to shade this side, only A side, and no, don't shade intersection point. And what is B minus A? Similarly, if you return, see B minus A is on 6, correct? So this is 6. So you have to shade this portion. So that is B minus A is on, you have to shade always on this portion. This is B minus A Venn diagram representation. This is A minus B Venn diagram representation. Next is complement of sets. So complement of sets is denoted by A complement. So this is represented by like this, A complement. So that is A, it also called as A dash. So A complement is equal to U minus A. What is U? U is universal set. So in this case, A complement is means what? You have to remove A from universal set. So let's take example. What is universal set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and A is 3, 4, 5. So A dash is what? U minus A. So that is A dash or A complement of A is, what is U? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minus A. What is A? 3, 4, 5. Okay, now subtract 3, 4, 5. So you have to subtract this 3, 4, 5. So what is remaining in A, in U? 1, 2, 6. So write that 1, 2, 6. So what is A complement? 1, 2, 6 is A complement. Then when you represent in Venn diagram, see here, what is A? A is 3, 4, 5. So after removing this, what are the remaining? 1, 2, 6. In U it is remaining 1, 2, 6. So what is answer? A complement is what? 1, 2, 6. So can you see where is U 1, 2, 6? That is only in this portion. So this is what? A complement shading portion. This is A complement shading. You should not shade for A. Other than that, you have to shade. That is what? A complement. So this is complement of set. Next is properties of complement set. So what are the properties? That is A union A complement is U. See, this is if you take union of A and A complement, you get universal set. If you take intersection of A and A complement, you get null set or empty set. See, this one is very important, the second one. So this we call as De Morgan's law. This will come for exam to prove some. They will give some examples and tell they to prove this holds De Morgan's law. So this is what? A union B whole complement equal to A complement intersection B complement and vice versa. That is A intersection B whole complement is A complement union B complement. If you take here intersection of whole complement, then there is we should write for each term you have to take union of that. Then double complementation law. So what is double complementation means? You have to take the 2 times complement, so you get again the same element A itself. So this is what empty sets complement is you get universal set, and if we done universal sets complement we get empty set. Okay, now let's take some example and let's do this. Now A union A complement is equal to U. So first which one we need to prove this all? Let's take all the equations. First we need A, so already we have A, and A complement we need. So what is A complement? A complement is what? That is A complement is U minus A. So what is U? A complement is equal to, what is U here? U is 1, 2, 3, 4 minus A. What is A? 2, 3. So this is what? A complement is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 minus 2, 3. Now subtract here. So that means A complement is, you should remove A from U. So if you remove, what you get? 1 and 3. So this is what in remaining in U you should write. So 1 and 3 is what? Sorry, 1 and 4 is the remaining, correct? You have to remove 2 and 3. This is what? 2 and 3. So what you get? 1 and 4 is the remaining. So what is A complement? 1 and 4. So let's write here. A complement is what? 1 and 4. Next what we need? A union A complement. Here A intersection A complement. We find out A complement. Then see here we need A union B whole complement. A union B whole complement. See here A union B whole complement means what? See here, what is inside of complement that should remove from U. So U minus, always you should remove, when it is complement you should remove from universal set. U minus, which is inside a complement? A union B. So remove A union B. So to find this we need A union B. So what is A union B? First find A union B. What is A here? 2 and 3. What is union and B is what? 3, 4. So what is A union B? 2, 3, 3, 4. So what is that? Combining. Union means what? Combining, right? 2, 3, 4 is A union B. So this is the what? A union B is 2, 3, 4. So now we want A union B whole complement, that U minus A union B. So what is A U minus A union B? What is U? We have U is 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus what is A union B we got now? A union B is 2, 3, 4. So remove 2, 3, 4 from U. What? Universal set. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There is, this is 2, 3, 4 minus 2, 3, 4. So if you subtract, so you have to write the remaining in universal set. So what is remaining in universal set? 1 is remaining. Therefore A union B whole complement is what? 1. So let's write here. What is A union B whole complement? A union B whole complement is what? 1. This we need in this to prove. Next, what we need here? We need A complement intersection B complement. So what is A complement? So write. Okay, we already did A complement. Next, find B complement. So what is B complement? B complement is, you have to remove B from U. So if you remove B from U, what we get? B complement is U minus B. So that is, what is U here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus B. B is what? 3, 4. Now if you remove 3, 4 from this, what you get? What is the remaining in U? You have to write that B complement is 1, 2. So because 1, 2 is remaining. So B complement is 1, 2. Next, what we need here? We find. Next we need A intersection B complement. So how to find A intersection B complement? Similarly, what we done for A union B complement, same, but we have to find intersection. So this is inside complement A intersection B. Therefore you have to remove A intersection B from U. U minus A intersection B. So what is U? 1, 2, 3, 4 minus A intersection B. So first we have to find A intersection B to find this. So let's find what is A intersection B. A is what? 2, 3 and intersection is of 3, 4. So what we get? See here, this is intersection. So which are the common term? That one we have to write. Here 3 is a common in both. Therefore 3 is the A intersection B. So now right here, this is universal set 1, 2, 3, 4. We need A intersection B here. So write this 3 here. So now U minus A intersection B. So you have to subtract 3 from U. What we get if you subtract? What is the remaining? 1, 2, 4 is remaining after removing A intersection B. So A intersection B whole complement is what? 1, 2, 4. So this is A intersection B complement. Here A complement is did, B complement also done. Next, which we need? A complement of complement. Okay, that we'll find in the last. Complement of empty set, and this is universal sets complement. Okay, this will prove in the last. First we prove this one. First prove this one, A union A complement. So what is A? We have A is 2, 3. So let's prove A union A complement is equal to, so this is what? LHS. Take this is LHS. What is A? A is 2, 3 and write union, this union. What is A complement? 1, 4. Union means what? We have to combine all the elements in A and A union, A complement. So what is there? 2, 3, write as it is 2, 3 and you have 1, 4. So combining all the elements. So this is what? 2, 3, 1, 4. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. All the elements in universal set. So this is what, which is equal to universal set U. This is proved. This is what, RHS, correct? LHS equal to RHS. A union A complement you get again U. So this one is proved. Next is A intersection. So take LHS left hand side, that is what, A intersection A complement. Now the same, take A is 2, 3. Now see here, this is intersection. Intersection, what you get while intersecting this, you have to see the common terms. Which are the common term here? 2, 3 and in 1, 4. There is no common term, right? Because this is what, 2, 3, this is 1, 4. There is no common element. Therefore, you have to write empty set. So this is what, A intersection A complement is empty set. So this is RHS. Next we have to prove De Morgan's law. So this is over. In De Morgan's law, LHS is what we have? LHS is A union B whole complement is, what is A union B whole complement? We did that. 1, correct? This is 1. Next let's just do RHS. What is RHS? That is A complement intersection B complement. What is A complement? 1, 4. Intersection, what is B complement? 1, 2. That is what you get if you intersect this. What is common term here? 1. So first you should find what is their intersection. 1 is common in both, so our answer is 1. So here you can see LHS is equal to RHS. Why? 1 is the answer in both. So A union B whole complement is equal to A complement intersection B complement. Similarly here also, A intersection B complement. What we have? 1, 2, 4. So A intersection B complement. This is what? LHS left hand side. What is RHS? A complement. Okay, now take union. If there is intersection, then you have to take union of B complement. So what is A complement? 1, 4. Union B complement is 1, 2. So what is A complement union? See here, this is the union. Union means you have to combine the terms. 1, 4 and 1 is already written, so that is 2. So 1, 4, 2, which is equal to 1, 2, 4. Both are equal. So therefore LHS is equal to RHS. So this is A complement. This holds again this one. This means De Morgan's law. Next formula, which is used to solve some practical problems upon intersection and union. So let's discuss what is this N of A union B. So what is N of A union B? N of A union B means, read it as number of elements in A union B, that is equal to number of elements in A plus number of elements in B minus number of elements in A intersection B. Similarly, a number of elements in A intersection B equal to number of elements A plus number of elements B minus number of elements in A union B. So if you take intersection, then you have to subtract from union. If you take union, then you have to subtract from intersection. Okay, let's take some example. If A is equal to 1 and 3, B is equal to 3, 4, 5. What is this N of A, N of B all? So we want intersection and union. Let's just find A union B of this. So what is union? You have to combine all the numbers, the elements in the A and B. So that is 1, 3. So 3 already written. So 4 and 5. So this is A union B. Similarly, what is A intersection B? We have to see the common term. So common term is 3. So this is A union B and A intersection B. Now what is N of A union B? N of A union B, or what is N of A? So N of A means number of elements in A. So how many elements are there? 1, 2. So there are 2 elements. So you have to write N of A is how much? 2. Similarly, in B, 1, 2, 3. There are how many elements in B? 3 elements. 1, 2, 3. Similarly, number of elements in A union B? 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, N of A union B is how much? 4. Similarly, in intersection, N of A intersection B is how much? There is 1. If then what is number of elements in empty set? What is in empty set? Empty set you can write like this, correct? So when writing there is no element, that means you have to write n of null set is equal to how much? 0. Number of elements in null set is 0. Here ends the sets chapter. Next we will go to exercise problems, and there we will solve all these practical problems in exercise. If you have any doubt, comment below. Thank you.